Welcome to part 7 of the Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play, and we are now on Meteor Herd. And, well, the biggest problem that people have with Meteor Herd is, well, obviously there's meteors, and wow, I actually got the first emerald piece right away. Alright, so, this is definitely one of the bigger levels, especially vertical-wise. So, I'm just looking for the emerald. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, in this level, close calls like that, close calls are gonna happen to you a lot. Believe me. I am finding these emerald pieces really quickly though. Oh, I mean, wow. I took longer in this level on my practice run. How am I doing this so quickly? Trust me, I'm making this look easy. It's not. Alright. Okay, so yeah, we pretty much used the rocket to fly us up. And oh, I got lucky. And I completed it under one. I completed it in 1 minute and 20 seconds with an A rank. Huzzah! I actually had more trouble with the boss fight coming up, which is right now. Once it's done, look. Whew. Okay, so we now have another character battle. We'll see who's the true treasure hunter. Okay. Well, let me grab some rings first. Okay, so sometimes when you try to hit Rouge, she'll bounce back without taking any damage. And sometimes when you do, but sometimes you do take a hit. And then, well, you just saw I got launched up into the higher parts of the stage. By the, well, lava pit, which didn't really fly us up when we were getting the sunglasses. I don't really get that. Gotta be careful though, because she actually has special attacks. She pretty much like shook the ground for whatever reason. But she also has this attack where she'll send like a black wave. But without doubt, well, the biggest problem that people have with this boss fight, including myself, is that the camera doesn't focus. The camera doesn't really focus this on your enemy. So you pretty much have to turn the camera. Well, at least here it's focusing on your enemy, but like when you're launched up to the higher parts, then it never really focuses on her. So you really gotta be careful on where you are, or where she's gonna plant the attack. And well, other than that, the boss fight is pathetically easy. Also, where did the center beam come from? Scott Dreyer, you're a good voice actor, but show some emotion. Also, so many plot holes to this. One, you're in space. There should be no gravity. Two, the lava pit launched it up. The lava pit launched us up during the boss fight. Thirdly, Rouge can fly and climb walls, just like Knuckles. And if people see this as a minor complaint, well, it is a minor complaint. I also love how how no emerald pieces it's accidentally tossed into the lava. Ugh. So the Master Emerald is now back to where it is. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm not taken. I mean, you only hit me like multiple times in multiple areas. And she has a crush. Yeah, you can tell on her face. Okay, so now we're finally heading back to Sonic. We are now in Crazy Gadget. Or I'm sorry, Crazy Gadget. Probably exclusive when you're... It's really exclusive. Something's exclusive in the stage when you're doing the story mode. You'll actually hear Eggman over the loudspeaker, telling you like hurry up or something. I mean, you're not on a time limit, but he just keeps saying stuff just so, I guess, pressure Sonic in terms of story. But anyway, we are now in Crazy Gadget. Okay, so the gimmick with this level is that you just saw that there are switches where it reverses, where it manipulates gravity. This is basically Super Mario Galaxy. It's basically Gusty Garden before Gusty Garden. This is where the anti-gravity gimmick is actually done right. And people say, hey, that Sonic Lost World's a ripoff of Mario Galaxy when it comes to the whole gravity gimmick. And as you saw, this level actually pays a small homage to Chemical Plant Zone because we're being transported by those tube things. Unfortunately, it has probably one of my most hated aspects in this game. Upside down platforming. And then we have this room. We have 3 switches. And hit the right switch. Like, hit that one right there. Run down. The biggest pro tip I can think of is when you're heading onto these rails, slow down. Oh, and be careful. Well, just to make sure you don't miss the rail. Oh, man. Oh. Ah, that static. Like, that static is killing my TV speakers. Now we have those gun robots with shields. You basically have to use the somersault, or you can just homing attack them like that. We also have these gun beetles where they're electrified, so you have to wait until the electricity dies down. Light dash here. And now we have another tube section. This is probably the longest one, actually. Yeah, it is. Crazy Gadget as a whole, I personally think this is an okay stage. It has its problems, especially with the whole button mapping, because, oh wait, we're actually heading to another upgrade. Okay, so now we have the Flame Ring. And the Flame Ring is pretty much upgrades your somersault. It lets you destroy iron containers, like that. A problem I have with this level, besides the anti-gravity platforming, where I'm always being cautious, the switches. Yeah, to press the switches, you actually have to press the B button. And the thing is, though, it's mapped to the somersault and the spin dash. Not to mention the light speed dash. And so sometimes I'm near the switch, I press B and I accidentally use the somersault. Well, and sometimes it sends me rolling to my death. I'm also very cautious about the light speed trails. Well, then again, I did play Heroes recently. So being that the light speed dash is a little off, I should say. And now we have probably one of the only multiple path choices. Yeah, one problem that people have with Sonic Adventure 2 is that with Sonic's levels, Sonic and Shadow's levels, there's not many multiple pathways you can take. It's really one straight line, that you pretty much have to go down. And another problem is actually there's only like 6 Sonic levels. There's only like a handful of Sonic and Shadow levels where they're overshadowed by the treasure hunting and mech stages. And I can see where they're coming from actually. But now we have this room. This is what I mean when I say Gusty Garden before Gusty Garden. And this is, we're pretty much flicking these switches to reverse gravity on these Tetris-like platforms. And, well, it can be a little disorienting, but it's not too bad. And well, I guess one thing I'll say here is that this is pretty. If Tetris was a platformer, this is the idea on crack. At least that's how I like to think of it. Alright, so thankfully we have these springs that launches us to the upper platforms. Oh, watch this. That was close. Oh, no. Oh, there was a platform. Good. You want to flick the switch right here because it actually activates a rocket where it destroys a gate. However, once the rocket destroys the lock on the gate, then you can pass through without any harm. But yes, that was Crazy Gadget. Hey, we're gonna be ending this video with a cutscene showing off of what's probably one of Eggman's best moments, if not the best moment. Arc Research Lab, Cannon Countdown, 33 minutes. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, it's official. I think this is probably his best moment. Whew. I'm guessing. My guess is that they probably forgot to add add an effect to it, indicating his thoughts. Or if it was intentional, because he just said it out loud, quietly enough to where Eggman can't hear it. But then again, he already knows. Oop. Haha. Look, I'm all for. Look, I'm fine with the way how Sonic stories are, lighthearted, good fun. But when it comes to dark, not to the extent of Shadow in 06, I just like this. I just want, when it comes to dark, Sonic can be dark and have a really good story. And when it all boils down to, when it comes to the games, this and Unleashed, to me, he nailed it. Because I rarely find any problems. And as I'm saying that, there's a problem that we already have. So Sonic is dead? Question mark? No. Sorry to spoil that, guys, but he's not. He's saved. He's pretty much saved by the power of Pole. Ass Pole. Okay, so see you guys in part 8.